Gulu city sits in the heart of a very fertile northern region. So it is no doubt that the biggest export out of the city is agricultural produce.
Last year, around December, in a day you can sell like 50 kilos, but nowadays you can sell like 5 kilos downward.
Although business is good, Jenkins Gabriel Achaya, a rice dealer, talks about the challenges that face many medium-sized investments in Gulu city.
My customers always come from Kampala, Luero, and Kenya. One of the biggest challenges we have here is about power. The power in Gulu city is on and off.
Gulu city was created to be an agro-processing city because northern Uganda has the capacity to become Uganda's food basket. With a railway hub in the city, it was hoped that government would support agriculture in the entire region. But this is yet to happen. George Labeja, the former mayor of Gulu municipality, had hopes for this city when he received the instruments. When we met him at his farm in Nwoya district, he still held reservations about when the government would fulfill its promise of a startup fund for the city.
I've not seen any new thing in Gulu city which has been put from the day I left the council, because the government accept what they cannot afford.
In the center of Gulu city, the cleanliness and properly demarcated roads can take your breath away. In the last 8 years, 63 roads have been tarmacked and 762 solar streetlights were installed, although most of them have now stopped working due to lack of servicing. These developments were achieved when Gulu was still a municipality. It would seem that the private sector is Gulu city's only hope. The city seems to be bustling and bursting at the seams, with people going to and fro with a purpose. George Aligech, the spokesperson of Gulu business community, says businesses need a helping hand from the government.
Now that we are in city status, perhaps we are expecting now a big number of business community now flying abroad, bringing things in container. All these are not there yet. Business is still as usual. When General Salim Saleh was in Gulu, you know, the guy stayed here for about 1.5 years, based here. Yeah, there was a lot of businesses booming because you would find most of the hotels full is visitors. When he left, the hotel owners are now crying.
Moses Otimong, the city clerk, is upbeat since Gulu city's statutory bodies are only awaiting government approval.
Gulu is one of the cities that has a best advantage compared to any other city in Uganda. Why? It is near Southern Sudan. It is near DRC. It is near Kenya on this other side.
Previously, Gulu municipality was collecting 800 million shillings per year in local revenue. But now, by the close of the second quarter of this financial year, the city has so far collected 1.5 billion shillings.
Local revenue in Gulu should be grown to 10 billion in the financial year. And we have that capacity. We have a high number of hotels. We have a lot of properties. We have revenue sources that can be tapped. Okay? We want to promote tourism. Like now we are organizing East African Trade Expo. That event alone, by the time it's completed, we should have collected close to $1 billion.
However, because the city cannot access its local revenue collection, which is currently in the treasury in Kampala, the city has requested for a supplementary budget of 3.4 billion shillings to run its activities.
The councillor is paid out of that local revenue. Even councillor cannot be paid because they are still waiting for warranty. I understand Gulu has stayed now for more than 6 months without receiving local revenue.
With the city receiving 27 billion shillings from the road fund as a conditional grant, Otimong says work on the access roads will soon commence.
When we are beginning to open a road, people run to court. They want to be compensated. The city does not have land, does not have money for compensating.
He calls on residents of Gulu city to change their mindset and embrace the city instead of working to cripple it.
People conniving to take the city to court, with the intention to cripple its operations. We have registered quite a number of court cases coming that have been keeping quiet for the last 10 years. And you want the town clerk which has come in 4 months to solve. Why?
Currently, there is a conflict between the political and technical wings of the city. A self-reliant city that can support its own development. A city with a national museum to promote tourism. A city which boasts of an industrial park is what Otimong envisages for Gulu City. It is yet to be seen if, in the absence of increased funding for development from the center, this dream will be realized. Gillian Nantume, NTV in Gulu City.